24/7 TV. BMW relaunches its top model. From the end of the year, the 7th generation will be sold and will remain true to its traditional role as a technology carrier. However, this means something different for the upcoming 7 Series than for many other manufacturers, because it is innovative above all in that it remains a car for all types of drive. So as an electric car, it doesn't look much different than with a diesel engine. One form for all drives. The disadvantages of a conventional car that is subsequently electrified should be avoided by a universal architecture which was designed from the start for 3 types of drive, as BMW writes. What is meant is mildly hybridized conventionally, as a plug-in hybrid or completely battery electric. All-wheel drives included. BMW has long since left the direction it took relatively early on with the compact that appeared in 2013 was an electric car trimmed for efficiency through and through, which could only be ordered with a terribly inefficient auxiliary petrol drive as a concession for customers with assumed range anxiety. Effort and costs were high compared to the yield. Probably because of this experience, BMW wants to minimize the risk with the 7 Series and is willing to forego the most expensive last tenth of efficiency. As the smallest of the large German premium manufacturers, BMW is unlikely to have any significant economic advantage from a parallel structure for battery electric cars due to the lack of quantities. At first as an electric car with the new 7 Series, however, BMW is able to build all-drive variants on one assembly line in Ingolfing. The fact that the battery electric BMW i7 will initially be the only model available at launch is an exclamation point. E-mobility is the future. The other drives will be around for as long as they are needed. The body has, how could it be otherwise, continued to grow. Due to the many 7 Series sold in length-loving foreign countries, the normal body was already heavily on the defensive in the still current 7 Series, as a result of which the 2 previously available length versions were abandoned. Even compared to the previously available long version, the wheelbase has increased by 5 mm to 3.22 meters, and the overall length of all bodies is 5.39 meters. Depending on the model, the load compartment holds between 500 and 540 liters. Kidney grille and new unity. We also owe the benevolently speaking expressive face of the new 7 Series as well as its light show and artificial crystal splendor above all to the customer preference for bling-bling on non-European markets. Yes, the 7 Series gets sparkling crystal headlights, as BMW writes, from Swarovski, and that's by far not all. Sensitivities regarding the design, as they led to large-scale gasping when the 7 Series, drawn by Chris Bangle, appeared in 2001, probably do not threaten. They seem to have largely been overcome, thanks to globalization. What is striking at second glance is the closeness of the front below the LED matrix headlights and kidney grille compared to the current 7 Series. The top model runs electrically and only needs the grille as an illuminated staging element. The fossil-powered models do not need any further cooling air flows for intercoolers and get by with the supply from the existing flow-through opening behind the grille. All models get a fixed panorama roof, which means that the sunroof, which is particularly popular in Germany, is no longer available. The length of the new models enables rear loungers with a variety of expandable comfort functions. The doors can be opened and closed electrically if desired, and a screen with a diagonal of 31.3 inches. Hi-Fi options Bowers and Wilkins and sound systems with an output power of almost 2 kilowatts and vibrating exciters in the armchairs are also available as options. Medium-term highly automated. All European models offer 4-wheel drive, with automatic front axle engagement and torque vectoring via the center and rear differentials on the internal combustion engine models, and 2 motors on the electric cars. BMW installs air suspension as standard, with all-wheel steering with roll stabilization available as an option. The wheels measure at least 19 inches. They can be ordered up to 22 inches depending on the equipment. Larger dimensions are said to be available as accessories. The driving assistance offers everything that is feasible with the state-of-the-art in order to be able to offer autonomy at SV Level 3 medium term, subject to national regulations. However, BMW has not yet announced when that will be. Whatever the reason, from 2023 the 7 Series should also be remotely controllable from the outside with a smartphone. For the first BMW xDrive with a 101.7 kWh battery, which should be available from November, BMW plans 190 kilowatts for the front wheels and 230 kilowatts for the rear wheels. The total output should be 400 kilowatts and the torque up to 745 Newton meters. This is already at the level of the current Volt-8 model and is more than enough for far more than just adequate driving performance, such as accelerating the 2.5-ton vehicle from 4.7 seconds to 100 kilometers per hour. As a range, BMW gives 590 to 625 kilometers in the WLTP. Torque vectoring is a matter of honor. The all-wheel steering can further support the maneuverability. Both are necessary to ensure that the at least 2.5 tons of weight are felt as little as possible. The fast DC charging with up to 195 kilowatts should, in the best case, allow a further 170 kilometers of range to be topped up within 10 minutes. The electric top model EM70 xDrive will follow in the course of 2023 probably with 485 kilowatts and 1,000 Newton meters. More details have not yet been announced. BMW promises particularly sporty performance in the luxury segment. Development of new combustion engines is history. The 4 and 12-cylinder engines still offered in the current 7 Series are no longer available. The only configurations remaining are the 3-liter petrol and diesel engines and the 4.4-liter Volt-8 petrol engine for markets outside Europe. All engines that are already unknown to the current model range. The development of new combustion engines has been history at BMW since the last model change, and their diversity is also decreasing thanks to electrical support. As an outward sign, one reads with astonishment, the exhaust tips of the fossil-powered models are now hidden instead of being staged. As a plug-in hybrid top model, the BMW M760 Electron xDrive with a 280 kilowatts 3-liter inline 6-cylinder petrol engine and a total output of 420 and 800 Newton meters should be on par with the current Volt 12 model. BMW specifies a battery electric range of 80 kilometers and consumption both according to WLTP of 1.1 liters 100 km. In the BMW 750 Electron xDrive, BMW wants to offer the almost identical plug-in hybrid drive with a total output of 360 kilowatts and 760 Newton meters. The petrol engine then offers 230 kilowatts. In addition to the engine, both models also have an 8-speed automatic transmission and all-wheel drive in common, and they will be available from 2023. Compared to the current plug-in models, the energy content of the battery has increased by over 50% and the charging speed has doubled. Only one model with a diesel engine. In Europe, only the 740 xDrive with a 220 kilowatts inline 6-cylinder diesel engine, which is supported by a 200 Newton meters powerful electric motor in the transmission, drives without any external charging. This gives the drive an impressive total torque of 670 Newton meters, which is only available for acceleration peaks. However, the combustion engine alone already offers 650 Newton meters. In the WLTP, this drive achieves between 6.9 and 5.9 liters per 100 km. BMW also wants to offer this model from 2023. Not available in Europe, BMW will also offer the 3-liter inline 6-cylinder models with rear-wheel drive 735 miles with 210 kilowatts and 425 Newton meters, and 740 miles with 280 kilowatts and 540 Newton meters. As an on-European Volt-8 model with all-wheel drive, the 760 miles xDrive with 400 kilowatts and 750 Newton meters will be available. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, subscribe my channel. It's Mike from 24/7 TV.